Merry Christmas, Renegade Nation. Before we begin the video, I'd like to give a big shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters, Itogi Kirill, Blazer64, Andrew Larman, Mohamed, Karina Wang, Dark Prime 25, Christian Andre Cavande, Benjamin Salisbury, Jonathan Caleros, Andrew Elliott, Kimber, Fabiola Macias, The Gaming Warthog, Daniel Anderson, Bick Boy, Julius Urado Jr., Christopher Lee Scott, Soren Nielsen, Neil Bender, Austin Price, The Whiskey Laddie, Brian Emeka Njoku, Deshaun Hurd, Andreas Van Hasht. Thank you very much for your support. And if you want to check us out on Patreon, we would very much like to see you over there. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Take care, guys.
YouTube feed.
Oh God, here we
I don't
go
think
again.
anybody gets that or gets the joke.
Okay,
You can explain it.
I've got to explain the joke.
No,
You don't
jokes
have
are
to.
more effective when you don't explain
That's
it.
true. That's true.
That's something the Joker said. And that's
Guys,
something I
if
agree
any
with.
of you know what I mean by me rubbing my feet all over him, put it in the comments.
Yes,
Or just
they'll explain it for
Or
you.
just type Wyndham's feet into Google and you'll see.
Oh my
Wyndham's
gosh,
feet into Google. Oh my
Wyndham,
gosh.
yeah, Wyndham Rice feet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a big search on YouTube for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
exactly. It's
I've
weird.
actually used it as a tag in one of my videos to see if I got more views. Afterwards, it really didn't seem to improve my views that much.
No, YouTube tag
so-
system is weird.
I know, so
I don't get
I
it.
don't understand. I tried it to see if it would get more views because apparently somebody's searching for my feed on YouTube.
It seems like the titles get more traction than the tags.
The title and also what you have in the description.
Yeah.
The title and description. If you have the title of the video and big words in it.
Yeah.
And then also big word the big impact words in the description as well.
Yeah.
You're more likely to get hit. Tags do help in some ways. It helps people. It helps them catalog. But outside of that, it's pretty useless.
Yeah.
So guys, guess what?
What?
Are we recording?
Yeah.
We're
We've been recording.
That's what I was thinking. So guess what?
What?
I'm back.
Indeed. Wyndham is back. And with her in tow is her old ball and chain, Will.
Octomom. Or Will.
Yeah, call him Octo.
Or
though.
Octo, yeah.
So that way, because it's like if you referred, just so you know, guys, it's like if we refer to you by Octomach and by Octo, that's what people are going to be able to remember, and they're going to type it in to look for you to follow you on social media.
Yeah, Octomach.
So yeah.
So yeah, this is Octomach, and also Wyndham is back. In the most ceremonial of ways. I mean, back on the.
I know.
Back on the
I
channel.
went off. I went and hid, and I got married, and then I stayed hidden, and then I came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, everybody that's tuned into the live streams, they've seen me here for live streams. This is just the first time that we've been able to sit down.
Yeah.
You know, Wax is the first time I've been able to get him up early enough for us to be able to be here on time.
Hey, I made it.
That's the key.
Every other time I've been like, hey, we need to go, and then we don't get out of the house until 2, so then we don't get here until 4, and then we don't start until 6.
Yeah.
You know, because
we always bullshit for at least an hour and a half.
yeah, we always sit and kind of chit chat and stuff.
It's just we enjoy each other's
But
company.
you know what's funny too is it's like I showed up and I did some recordings with you guys. I think back with Quinn. I think I came in and then I said, "Guess what, guys? I think I met a guy and we're getting married." And everyone was kind of like, "What?" And then all of a sudden I posted "Oh, I'm engaged," and on Instagram, and then people were like, "What?"
What?
And I think you guys found out in a live stream or something.
Yeah,
and
we
then
did.
and then I got married and everyone was like, "What?"
It happened a little fast.
And now and now you're here and you're married and everyone's still just what?
Well, now people are like,
who's that?
yeah, now they're like, well, now because you guys have 200,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
some of these people don't know who I am. They
This
don't
is
know,
true.
we've got
Punch
we
Wyndham.
go way back. Yeah, we go back to before, back when you were in the basement of your mom's house, when that's when you would
2013.
record.
Yeah, 2013, early days,
Well, I don't go back to 2013.
or 2014 rather.
Yeah, 2014 and 2015, I think.
Yeah.
2015 is when I think we met.
Yeah. And
So-
I moved out of my mom's house pretty much a year after I started the channel.
Yeah.
And it was in that first year we hit 50,000 subscribers. It was just like, holy crap, how did we get here?
Yeah,
And
I've been on your channel since you had 14,000.
Yeah. Yeah, 14,000 subs.
That's how far back we go.
That's
But you
crazy.
know what's crazy too is like some people, they've made a comment that they're like, I think someone made a comment that was like, oh, you're just a girl throwing yourselves onto them because they have a big channel. And I'm like, I've been here since there were 14,000.
Big channel. What? We're not that big of a channel, guys.
But,
I mean,
but still, but also like,
Mr. Beast is just down the road in friggin' North Carolina.
right? But
If she
it's,
wanted she wanted to hit him up.
but
Feel
it's,
free.
but
We're
again,
gonna go to Mr. Beast's house.
I've been here since there were 14,000. People just don't go back that far.
No, they don't.
They don't look for the fact that like we go way back. They don't look
Yeah.
like guys. I've been here like
We got history.
I was back here when Mike and Caleb were like in every single reaction.
Yeah,
almost.
Mike and Kay. I remember originally it was me, Micah and Caleb, Sean, and then Bo was in reactions every now and again. But then Sean passed away, unfortunately, and then we got Ben involved. But before even Ben was here, you came by. Actually, it was around the same time as Ben. Actually.
Yeah.
Because
I think so.
that's when we started bringing in friends and all that.
Because I wore a hat in all my videos then.
Yes.
That was like my thing for a bit.
Remember the time we made ice cream?
Yes, we made ice cream at his house. We made ice cream
The little
and
cookie garnish.
yeah, and then I made the poster that we had a giveaway at 100,000. We all
Yes.
signed the poster that I made. We all like I designed a poster.
Yeah, we gave it away
and
to
we gave
Kirby
it
Chew.
we gave it away like
Like
it was
contest?
it was a contest. Like once we hit 100K, we had like a post and we gave it away and we all signed it and sent it to him.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a lot of
So
fun.
yeah, so it's like we go way back, and so it's kind of funny when people are like, "Oh, you're just," you know. I've only seen one or two comments like that, but still, it's kind of like,
5 years.
all right, I'm
been
glad
5
that
years
you
since I
don't know
started
who I. Yeah. A lot of people know who I am, but some people don't.
yeah.
But this is gonna be fun for the new people.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, and
So.
which throwing you all into the crucible on this one, because this one is one that a lot of people on our Patreon and our Discord request a lot.
Yeah.
They request the Stuntmen react to,
that's
and
fun.
also CGI artists. They're the one that got them started was the CGI artists react to good and bad CGI.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
In which it's hilarious because they go back and they look at some of the films from like back in the day
Yeah.
that had like cutting edge CGI, and they're like, that looks awful. That looks terrible.
boy.
And they're like, but by those standards, that's
Yeah.
cutting edge.
Yeah.
And
so
That was new stuff then.
I was doing a chore last night. I was wrapping Christmas presents.
Chore.
And I sent him upstairs because I was wrapping some of his Christmas presents. So I was downstairs,
Smart
and I just put the movie Holes on. You know,
Oh,
Shia
it's a
LaBeouf.
movie.
It's a fun movie, right?
Yes. Still hold.
The yellow spotted lizard though, the first shot of the yellow spotted lizard is some of the worst CGI I've ever seen.
Yes.
If you go back and watch it now.
Yes.
Like you can legit, especially on RTV. RTV, like you can see every bad CGI placed thing.
It's a 4K TV.
It's like-
playing like an old school. Like
I don't
an
even know if
older-
it's
I didn't
4K.
even know there was CGI in that movie.
There
yeah,
was.
because
There
the
was?
lizard.
Maybe
How
back
there not
then
be? The
it-
lizard was
Well,
running on its
Maybe
hind
when
legs.
I was like 12, CGI looks like real life, you know?
Well, that's true because our eyes aren't as we're not as skeptical, and we don't look for
Apparently.
imperfections.
But
Yeah,
so like
we're
the
going-
lizard is like running on its hind legs. It's like what they did was they took a bearded dragon. First of all, it's not even a lizard. They took a bearded dragon and gave it like, you know, like a cobra. How a cobra has the things that pop out. That, and then it made it run on its hind legs.
Yeah, the yellow spotted lizards are. They had them.
The scene when the lizard gets shot and then he goes back and he's looking at
Mr.
the
Sir
dead
blows his
lizard.
head off.
Yes, he's looking at the dead lizard, like dead on the ground. It's so fake.
Yeah, and then
I never knew that until I was just saw it at the corner of my eye last night. Whenever I was.
This is all news to me,
And
honestly.
then Caveman gets back in his tent, and all of a sudden Zigzag's just like, "Did you see its blood?" Gosh, and
You need to go back and watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back when Disney produced like good movies and they weren't scared of being so PC.
and then Twitter got involved, and it's been downhill ever since.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have Stuntmen react to bad and great Hollywood stunts. Number 2. We did the first one with Micah, and which Micah will be here soon, hopefully, and he'll be able to enjoy other videos with us. But for right now, I figured let's just get into this, and y'all can see what some Hollywood stunts look like here.
All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know that one. You know, yeah. Oh, I've seen this. Oh, looks like a cut, but it's not. I know, and like, how's the camera guy not flipping around? Hello, everyone. We are back with another Stuntman React. We're here with Eric Linden.
Like he got hurt.
Experienced and wise
Oh, yeah.
stuntman.
I think he broke his hand during they were doing a skit and he hurt his hand.
I thought you were going to say they did their own stunts too.
This
is probably really good for us to react to.
That's me in a Bentley commercial. Westworld.
Ah, I didn't recognize you in that.
Sweet.
Yep, there he is up front.
In my underwear.
So that's you right there.
Yeah. People always say that, even though it's like my reel. I'm like, yes, it's me. I can do that. I've done this.
Ow, 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 ow.
You know that
I
one.
know that one. That's our stairwell. That was a hit. Ooh, I know that one.
You know, yeah. We did some good stuff in your videos.
I am honored that some of our videos are in your reel.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of my other buddies that have come and worked with you guys, and it's in there.
Freddie
like,
W.
Every time we're with you guys, we do like legit stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah, video game high school.
You were in that truck?
Oh, yeah.
As it flipped?
For the longest time, you wanted to do a car flip.
I know, that was my first one. I was so pumped. And then I got to crash a bunch of cars after that.
Nice.
Yeah, Punisher. Oh, love those.
I have the GoPro
those car
footage
flips
of,
like that always like
Really?
drove me crazy. Just like how? Whee!
So you're just in there like, yep.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. But they had real bowls there. Everything was on motion controlled cameras.
Yeah.
They would run the bowls.
Oh, Marquez Brownlee.
And so it was a locked off.
Oh, that's
corridor,
that's Westworld. Yeah.
Where
the Robo Bulls.
So, how do you set somebody on fire? What's it like being in a fire suit?
Being in a fire suit is absolutely miserable. First of all, because you're completely freezing.
You serious?
Yeah. The all the gel that goes into the clothes is like embedded into the clothes, which are fireproof clothing.
Yeah.
It causes your body heat to get sucked into the gel, but it creates a barrier between you and the fire, so you don't really feel the fire. Actually, by the time you're ready to go, you are so freezing cold that you're like, please set me on fire. Yeah, you're just like, you want it to be.
That's the magic, huh? You just have to make them want it, and then it's all good.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you have to hold your breath?
Depending on the burn, but yes, it's a good idea to hold your breath.
If it's a chest burn, if you're like having fire in your chest, yes, hold your breath.
Yeah.
I heard that one time because
I'm 100% down to get lit on fire.
It's happening for real. Subscribe to me. You can see it.
Yeah, or
So you can see
no,
where
like
you
the
catch me
heat
on
from the
fire.
air, like scarred his lungs permanently.
He's up like 200 feet, gets lit on fire, smashes through a window, and falls like 200 feet into an airbag.
Wow.
They had to build a special airbag to be able to go this high up in the air, and then wait for the airbag to deflate and put him out.
Damn.
He's holding his breath the whole time.
The whole time. It's insane.
I can't imagine doing that. That is ridiculous.
You've talked about doing stunts before.
This is something you'd have a wire for.
I would draw the line of that.
That's nuts.
Well, it depends on the people you're working with.
Yeah.
Because the
work up
people
to
you're
it.
working
Like,
with
here's how many
depends
times he did the
entirely on that.
jump.
Oh, yeah.
The people you're working with, if you trust them and you have confidence in their work, like this guy Eric Linden, he's been doing stunt work for I think 20 years is what he said. He's been doing it ever since he was a teenager and ever since his parents signed off on it.
Yeah.
And he loves doing stunt work. He loves being that actioneer guy that goes in there and like does work shoots on how to do fight scenes. Did you all see the Punisher series on Netflix?
I watched Daredevil, not Punisher.
Okay. There's a fight scene in the Punisher that they actually went over in the first episode. It takes place in a gym, and he did a previs of that fight scene at his personal gym, and they did it later on in the Punisher, pretty much shot for shot.
That's cool.
And he loves doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And but anyway, that stuff right there would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think I could do that.
Well, I'm just saying because you've talked about he's talked about doing stunts before because of because your martial arts experience. That's why. Because martial arts, but also like you were on the show team. The display team, the demo team.
I don't think anything really prepares you for doing something like that, though. That's just experience.
Well, I think also toning yourself and making sure you're in enough shape to where when you take the hit, your body will be able to absorb it. Right?
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that Henry Cavill has actually had to do because of the new Witcher series. He's actually trained. He told his trainer, "I want to be able to do as many stunts as possible."
Cool.
And
sweet.
And his trainer pretty much trained him to be able to do anything that he wanted.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And
that's neat.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's get back to this.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. I just want to see if he'll hit the bag because it looks like he's gonna overshoot it.
That's the point.
That'd be terrible.
Oh my gosh.
Ah! Splat.
When it comes to airbags, you, especially at this height, you need to land flat on your back. If you were to land on your head, you're not going to make it. If you land on your feet, you're going to break a leg. Not to mention, if you don't kind of land mostly flat, it's going to whip you down after your feet tap and knock you out, break your neck. I mean, at that height, who knows how bad it could be. And then you see all the guys on the outside like yanking the bag down, trying to get it to deflate so they can get to him and put him out. Look at that. He's like rolling off the side to get to them, still on fire. So he kind of had to take a second to catch his breath, but he's fine.
Wow.
Look at
I
that.
know the guy. He's
Smoked.
Oh, that's his wife on
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, I'd be on set too. I'd be like, you are not going to work
today.
today without me. I'd be like, nope.
30, 40 feet.
Might be your last day.
And I was like, oh, hey, Bob. I'm like, you're doing that high fall today, right? And he goes, that ain't a high fall.
Nah.
I'm like, coming from you, that's right. Because they don't even do this anymore.
No.
Like, nobody
Yeah.
jumps that high. Like, you would definitely be on a wire.
Huh.
Like, the gnarliest guy out there right now is like Tom Cruise doing that type of stuff.
Suit up.
Really?
The widow is meeting Lark in 30 minutes.
Dude, the dude broke his ankle on the set of Mission Impossible Fallout. He wanted to, the gap that he jumped in the film.
Yeah.
He did it, but he landed awkward and he broke his right ankle.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
he actually put on a boot, like a physical
Yeah.
a water boot, and he put on a sock over it that made it look like it was a shoe.
Yeah.
And the rest of his pants leg, and he did that, and he finished the rest of the day.
I underestimated you, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is. I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise's stunt work.
Yeah.
Personality-wise, the guy's off the charts. But,
Oh, yeah.
But that's another story.
The thing about the skydive is Tom Cruise literally went and learned how to halo jump, which is unbelievable. Like, you have to use oxygen and a phenomenal stunt, just unbelievable achievement. But they completely ruined it by putting in CG clouds and CG lightning bolts. I felt like that they could have achieved the same story point without putting any CG in it at all.
Yeah, because it does look like a green screen kind of thing.
Yeah.
And only because of the lightning.
But you might as well be on a green screen if you're going to throw that much VFX in. Here we go.
This camera guy, though. This camera guy.
It looks like a cut, but it's not.
No.
And he has to hit the focal distance here.
I know, and like, how's the camera guy not flipping around?
It gets goofy now. 'cause of the
Yeah,
lightning.
going through the lightning
I mean,
storm.
but this is all him.
Now it's
the
all
whole
real.
time.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, he's done this so many times. He's chilling.
It's just the fact that he's able to do that with the precision with the camera as well, let alone just being able to do it.
I know it's super easy to bump into somebody and like break your arm.
Well,
or even knock yourself out.
Totally. Like when he misses this guy, like if you would have hit him at this speed, he could have got injured for sure.
Yeah.
See how they fog up Cavill's
Yeah.
helmet so that they can't tell it's not him.
Oh, smart.
Yeah, they fogged it up.
Look at that. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, this landing. I forgot about this landing. Oh, my God.
Oh!
Oof.
Let's go back and let's talk about it.
So what, you think that there's a cut right as they go through the clouds?
I think there's probably 2 hidden cuts. I know they did the whole sequence in free fall.
Yeah.
From the way it looks like they're using a couple different takes to put together. It still doesn't take away from the fact that they did like 10 halo jumps to make it happen.
Yeah.
But that's a single take from the plane to here. He needs to come right up to the camera to be at a certain focal distance because the camera's already set to that focal distance.
10
I know they have
takes.
to try that a couple times because he has to come right to that point. It takes precision.
I think right there's the hidden
Yeah, that's probably
cut.
a cut
Yeah.
here.
Is
That
he throwing
flash
his
was a
body
hidden cut, I
like that?
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
So he did 10
The thing
takes,
is,
so
like,
he would
yeah,
go,
you're
do
gonna
this, hit the
go through
ground,
all
then
this
go
effort
back
to
in the
show the
plane
audience
10 times.
It's a
Wow.
crazy
Yep.
stunt that's like super dangerous, super high intensity, but you throw in all that CG lightning and clouds, it's like it makes it all feel fake again. It might as well just be a cartoon at that point.
Well, and the audience is so smart now when it comes to that stuff that they it does make the rest of it feel fake. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
that
what
looks
I
like a cut.
And then the ground is CG. Not in the sense like the ground itself is real, but they added the lights and stuff to make it feel like they're over a city for the destination where they're jumping to.
Dude, I just
Okay, so they added
just
LUTs
on
to
the
it
top
to
of
make
the
it look
out.
like it was more
the
nighttime.
motion blurred pant legs and everything. So, Eric, do they have guys? Are they tapped in with like radios saying, "Hey guys, you're at this altitude. You're at this altitude." They could easily be in the scene, right, and get carried away with the scene and not be focusing on like how much.
Yeah,
further
little
they
dude
have
down
left.
there in the corner.
I'm
Like,
sure they're talking to him the entire time.
Right.
And not to mention, there's probably, what, 8 to 10 guys all doing this at the exact same time. They do have to get guys that are
like-
expert skydivers.
Look at the camera on the dude's
to
head.
operate
Yeah.
the camera.
That's
You know, this
awesome.
guy who's jumping in front of Tom Cruise literally has the camera strapped to the top of his helmet.
Do you think he has like something over like one eye so he can see what
I would
he's
hope so.
seeing?
Probably a
in the
visor.
camera?
I'd say
Yeah,
at least
man,
a
I like that
viewfinder
futuristic
visor,
Terminator
just
vision,
like
like the
right
little
there.
screen.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he
Honestly,
does
the
get a
highest
little,
box jump I've
little.
ever seen.
Oh, I've seen this. This is unbelievable. Like this guy right now, he's not 100% sure he's gonna make it. Like this might be it.
Oh my god.
Because at some point, he's too low to pull the chute. Like if you miss, you're done.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Oh!
That was more than half. That was more
Did
than
he
half.
go in face first, or is he like flare and
Oh,
oh,
looks like
Oh,
he eats it.
God, that hurts.
head first?
That hurts to
Buries
look
into
at.
boxes. Go, Gary. You got it, Gary.
Go, Gary.
I'm
Go,
not
Gary.
excited.
Oh,
Dead
Gary.
Gary.
Dead Gary.
In my opinion, this is one of my favorite stunts of all time. Like, I love it when stunts represent something that you could actually do in real life, even though it's super fantastical and hard to pull off. So now there's a plane going out this runway with no one in it, and James Bond is going to try to catch up to it and get into it.
Whee!
It's been a while since I've seen this, but that's
Man.
They kind of ruined the illusion by cutting to this shot.
Yeah.
it's not-
I feel like it's fake, dude.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
Well, that's fake.
Like,
That's
I don't
100%
think he
fake.
made it
I feel
into
like
the
it's
airplane.
fake.
That Pierce Brosnan's first Bond film,
They did.
GoldenEye. Holy
I
hell.
feel like it's fake. I feel like it's fake.
Yeah,
That's
real
awesome.
stunt.
Man,
That's
like,
awesome.
No.
That's
It's
pretty
like,
It's like the movie Mac and Me.
That's weird.
It's like the movie Mac and Me, where he like falls out of the wheelchair.
Yeah. Paul Rudd has a joke whenever he goes.
Yeah,
on
we
cover.
know, we know.
That's
But it's
awesome.
like that's what I'm saying. It's
Every
like the Mac and
time.
Me scene, like but instead of just like the motorcycle with him falling, instead of like him falling out of his wheelchair.
Yeah.
You should like do a super cut where you like compare the two clips like that, and then a super cut like the Mac and Me on top of it.
That'd be hilarious.
Like, they'll catch up to the plane, get in the plane, and fly away. But they don't really show it.
I would have kept that the whole time, just in that
Yeah.
one shot.
Oh yeah, one unified shot.
Real quick, I just want to get your take on the stunt. This guy on the bridge that gets hit by the car and lands in the water.
Oh my god.
Oh God, I didn't notice
You
that.
can barely see it. You can barely
Yeah,
see
let me
it.
see it again.
Punk.
This
Oh.
is back when they really couldn't do
Damn.
it outside of. Oh my god.
Oh man, he rolled. Don't get me wrong. That's a stunt roll.
Yeah.
He does good with it. He leans into it. He hits the windshield, and then he pretty much like uses his elbow to propel himself as much as he could over
Yeah,
the railing
yeah.
on the side. They did that as close to the railing as
Oh
they
my
could.
God.
And
That's
looked
a
of it.
hard hit though.
God, oh of course, dude. You're getting hit by a car.
Yeah, well,
At 5 miles an hour. Hell, at 20 miles an hour, it still hurts. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh.
He's probably got like he looks like he's got an impact shirt on though. 'Cause
Yeah.
His shirt looks a little padded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say they probably sped that shot up too. They probably ran the car at like 10, 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then sped it up
sped
to
it
make
up,
it look
yeah.
like it was like going 30, 35 over the thing.
Oh, gotcha.
They probably did that.
Stunt reel that? Would you put that in your stunt reel and zoom in?
I
Here,
that's
Eric Linden.
I mean, he really did that. That is unbelievable.
How do you even go about doing something like that?
So he had to, right there, when he hits the car kind of has to stomp the gas a little bit to get him to
Really?
whip off of it. There's two types
Yeah.
of car hits, and one is you get hit and you go up onto the glass, and then they stomp the brake and you get spit off. Or you roll up onto the glass and they stomp the gas and you go up and over it.
Huh.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Dude, that guy got
that's
wrecked.
amazing. I mean, wow.
That dude
Thank
got
you so much
brained.
for watching this Stuntman Reacts to Stunts.
Come on.
I kind of wanted to keep
Bingo,
going. He
come
only
on.
reacted to like 3 of
That
them.
was good though.
It's like
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's
It
over
was
here
good,
reading
but I
it.
wanted more. Like I don't want it to
That's what
just
I
react to
mean. That's what I
3.
like.
Well,
10 of them.
they only have a limited time because they only had Eric, I think, for one day. So they had to space out a bunch of these.
That's true. They probably did a few. Yeah.
They
Oh
probably-
yeah, 2.
Oh yeah.
Stuntman
Well,
Reacts
they've got 8 of these in total. I think they did 4 with Erik, and they've done 4 with a new guy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those yet, but I'm excited to see. There's actually one where they talk about I think saw it in the thumbnail. They talk about certain fight scenes from Mortal Kombat and how fake they look because of just how much they're pulling their punches.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Saw a little clip of that, and I'm just like, oh, need to save this. Go back.
I know.
Get away.
I know. But this is like, it's like, I was feeling it, and then they had to stop.
Yeah, well, I love this stuff, and also the VFX ones. Like, if y'all want to watch these in your spare time, go for it. Because
No,
Corridor Digital, how they do their and Corridor Crew. That's the channel. By the way, check out Corridor Crew. They are the friggin' men. I love these
Corridor
guys.
Digital. I haven't seen Corridor Crew.
This is basically like this was their vlog channel that eventually evolved into this. This is now pretty much what they do. They go back and look at VFX from older films, newer films, and fight, and now the stuntmen and everything.
Yeah,
they actually did one because Star Wars is coming out this month. They did one like good and bad CGI in the older Star Wars films.
Oh, that's fun.
The new Star Wars.
Did they do the new Star Wars?
No, I haven't.
Did they do the one where
Leia
Leia gets like out in space and she's like dead out in space, and then she uses the
okay,
Force
and
becomes Superman?
They
and
actually did talk about the throne room fight scene, if we go back, I'll go back and show you where Erik looks at that and he's just like, as a stuntman, I have so many problems with this scene. It's like, well, where do you think the biggest problems are? And Eric's just like, all right, go back to the beginning. Yeah, we'll look at. I'll show you all that after we're done with this.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? Screw it.
I knew there was one where the guard was facing the wrong direction or something.
Yeah,
it looked so obvious.
Oh, crap. Oh, wrong one. There it is.
Hey, so I've got a question. Yeah. So because like in your video and also on live stream, if you're like researching stuff or like looking up stuff, do you ever like have like weird searches pull up in your autofill bar?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So that happened once on, like, I was live streaming on his computer. Mm-hmm. He doesn't use his computer to view anything inappropriate. He does use it to view memes to send to people. And it was like,
crusty meme lord.
But it brought up like an inappropriate word when I was trying to stream Neopets.
Oh, yeah.
It brought up an inappropriate word when I was trying to stream Neopets, and I was just like,
well, Octo, what the hell?
Terrible.
Come on, dude.
But like he wouldn't just like Google that one word. Like, you don't just, you know what I mean? Like, you don't just Google that word unless you're looking for a meme for people. You don't just like. So I was just like, I didn't know what to do. But Jay was on, and Jay was like, oh
Jay,
my
what the hell?
He's like,
Jay was like making fun of me, and I was like, I didn't search for this.
I'm concerned for this.
But yeah, it's like what's the weirdest thing that's ever popped up in the middle of like a stream or something where you've had to be like, sorry guys.
He probably doesn't want to talk about the weirdest.
Okay, what's one that you can mention?
Okay, in the middle of a Google search, I typed in "were there." Were they? I was going to look for. I think were there ever dragons? Were dragons ever real? I typed in "were there," and then I typed in "were there," and all of a sudden this stuff popped up. It was like, were there ever white slaves? And I'm like, what? I was like, that wasn't me. I swear to God.
The answer is yes.
Yes, there were.
The answer is yes.
Indentured servants. Yeah, but this is where they start to go into the Last Jedi throne room fight scene.
Here, as he starts to move, we're gonna.
Yeah, right here. One of the dumbest decisions they could have made, right there.
Oh yeah.
Definitely one of the dumbest decisions.
Okay.
Yeah, and right here, cinematically, this looks great.
Yeah,
really cool.
But as
someone that understands physics,
yes, as someone that understands physics and how fight scenes work, and how, and I've studied. I'm not going to say I'm like a great orator of all that, but Tony Jaa and like the amount of love and care he puts into his stunt work and everything.
Yeah.
And also Chow Yun-fat, Jet Li, and Yuen Wu-ping, the level of intricacy that they put into their fight scenes that tell a story while the fight scene's going on.
Yeah.
This is trying to tell a story, but yet the person telling the story is drunk. That's what I equate that to.
Do I have the same hairdo as her right now? I can't tell what her hair is.
I think her hair's down in this scene.
That was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's true. It might
Yeah,
be
they are
down.
well aware of who Kylo Ren is.
And they're all super cocky.
And you're
still.
treating it like this? Come on, I will do a kata behind you.
Oh, what a move. Dude, I saw Arya Stark do that move.
Yep.
What's he doing?
Yeah.
What's his
What the
plan?
hell?
Yeah.
What?
How do you
Yeah.
guys feel about this?
To be honest, I haven't seen this movie.
You haven't seen this movie?
Who's this guy? Is he all big? Is he a big guy?
Oh.
Eric,
Who's
you need to
this
get
guy?
Clint straightened out, because every VFX React episode, Clint's like, I haven't seen this movie. I take it that you're not a huge fan of this scene.
No, I really am not. But let it be known that I'm like a huge Star Wars fan. So that's why when like I see something like this,
Tried to
it
catch a
really,
fly,
truly hurts
and he
my
didn't.
soul.
I've never seen this movie before. I'm viewing this for the first time just now. It was kind of average. It was just like an average fight scene, like nothing special. But what makes it bad? Like, what's so bad about it?
Well, go to the beginning. I mean, look at the guy in the far back left. He just like
look at that
spin. He
spin.
does, like,
Why?
360.
Why?
He's just like, all right, fight time, 360. Let's go. If you watch them in between each move, the stunt guys, who I'm sure are phenomenal and probably super on it, realize Daisy and Kylo Ren there are late. So every time they spin backwards into their move, they're just pausing in their little pose and waiting for them to be ready and then coming in and attacking on time. Now they all spin away instead of going into an additional
She kicks
attack.
one of them and all three go back.
One of them, they all spin away.
Yeah. Makes no
what's
sense.
this cat doing?
Yeah.
He's just waiting.
Yeah, look at that guy.
There's
He's
just
like
a ton
stutter
of
stepping.
waiting
Look at that. Look at this guy right here. Overhead swinging. Right here. Look at that. What's he doing? He's like, crap.
Wait now.
Oh wait.
just waiting.
Oh wait. Yeah. Oh, I'm
There's
kicked
just
here.
a
That's
ton
right.
of waiting and pausing.
Clearly you're disappointed in the scene. What would you have done to make this better?
I certainly would have used some force powers.
Yes.
In the new trailer,
Have them
you see,
jump.
Rey
Something.
flipping over a
They're
TIE fighter.
Jedi.
Like none of them leave the ground. She certainly could have like made it to the other side of somebody, maybe boxed them into a circle.
This fight seems to actually lack tactics in its entirety.
When Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are fighting the droids, what is awesome about that is none of the droids are there. So they're not looking at what the next droid is. They're just there, and they're killing the droid. It truly looks like the Force is guiding them where to go.
That's a good point.
And they do none of this.
Yeah.
Like, Daisy needs to look at who's coming next. Are they late? Are they on? Okay, I'm going to block it.
So it needs to feel effortless, but it doesn't.
They do get a couple of points back for
This right here. That was cool.
That's
I mean,
pretty sweet.
That was good. Yeah. But that you see,
That's so
That is neat.
funny.
I
That's
have
so
my
funny.
caveats against The Last Jedi. I think it's a very beautifully filmed movie. Ryan Johnson is a talented filmmaker. I will never,
yeah, but the
I
thing
will
is,
never say he's not.
here's the deal though: is all movies now look beautiful.
Yeah.
They all look
Especially
beautiful
when you have the budget of
because
Disney.
beautiful sells.
Yes.
Indie filmmakers can make a beautiful film. You can hire a colorist. I mean, we were
Yes.
talking about that earlier. You can
Yeah,
hire
yeah.
a colorist and you can hire them to make it look beautiful. You can have an amazing cinematographer. But if, like he said, if he can just do that for the stunts where you can see what? If you don't have your scenes organized well, you know, if your acting isn't necessarily on point, or even the plot was random and all over the place, you
Yeah.
have a bad movie.
Yeah, and
there's so many beautiful bad movies.
There are, and you see, I respect Ryan Johnson as an artist because I remember when I watched one of his first movies, Brick. Brick was
Brick is very well done.
Yes, Brick is a beautiful film, filmed on a shoestring budget.
Yes.
That was
have
his
you
first.
Have you seen Brick?
I feel like I have.
I feel like you've seen it back in the day.
That's-
It's the detective, like, noir movie.
Yeah, it's set in high school. Though.
It's set in high school. It's the
Yes, I don't
detective
remember much of
with
it.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who played, you know, like in the new Batman, he played the dude that becomes Robin, the detective. Yeah.
I got you.
So
I just don't
him
remember anything from it.
back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
And
actually
all the lines are
Yeah.
kind of like
noir from like the
noir.
30s.
So it's like nothing is spoken like how we talk. Everything is like,
Yeah.
well, bud, I can't believe I went down to the shoestring for you. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
and there was.
I made that up.
and
Sorry
there
if
was
shoestring is
and
offensive.
I looked at all the actors that are in that film, and all of them, like a lot of them, have gone on to very successful careers. I mean, like Brian, see, I forget his name. The kid who played Brad Brambish, the big jock bully
Yeah,
that Joseph Gordon-Levitt fights in that. He's gone on to a great career. Megan Good also went on to a really good career. Emile de Ravine has had some success, and of course they had Louis Gossett Jr. in there as the principal. You know,
Oh, wow.
you got, or no, they had Richard Roundtree. You had Shaft as the school principal. That's hilarious. Yeah,
so it's like it was very successful, and they didn't need much of a budget. So the thing is, like, every film is beautiful now. Do better.
Yes.
You know,
Another movie like that, Trainspotting, didn't have much of a budget. Or am I?
Trainspotting.
Trainspotting.
Yeah, it had nothing.
Yeah.
They filmed it on. Actually, Danny Boyle wanted to film that on digital, but the digital was not up to standards.
Yeah.
And actually, one of his next big films, 28 Days Later, was filmed on digital, and you can actually see the quality change from Trainspotting to that. Trainspotting, I remember watching it and just being like, "Damn, how they pull some of these shots off? Like some of the running scenes," and I'm just like, they got to have someone who's like on a cart pulling them backwards as Ewan McGregor's running full tilt sprint at them, and you just got Iggy Pop playing in the background. It just has an attitude to it that I love.
But also
and tells a great story.
The color.
Yes,
the colors are so vibrant. Again, beautifully shot, not just in the layout. Like, I can have a beautiful shot as far as a layout, but it's like if I don't have a distinct color or a theme of color, people aren't going to care.
No, they're not.
They're not going to care about how beautifully shot it is. They're not going to care about my lens flare if I don't have color that stands out.
This is true.
It's so important now.
100% true.
It's so important.
God. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was Stuntmen React to Bad and Great Hollywood Stunts 2. We watched part of the first one again, just to show them Erik's thoughts on the Last Jedi throne room scene. I agree with it almost 100%. But again, if you all want to check out more from Corridor Crew, they're an awesome group of people. You can check out their channel, the link in the description to the original video down below. And if you want to see more from Octo and Wyndham here, links to their individual accounts are down there as well. Octo on his Twitch and Wyndham to her YouTube channel as well. Yep. She also streams on Twitch as well, so you want to check her out, of the Windy Village. So, very, very nice about that. So, and if you also want to check out more from us, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell to stay notified, leave a like on the video. It helps us out a lot. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Octo.
Hi.
And that's Wyndham. And we'll see you all in the next one, everybody. Peace.